always skipped. I ain't give a fuck about Prep Academy. Fuck that. Yeah, no, so I would always just raw dog day one. We all remember our first day of school. Trying to reset our sleep schedules the week before. We're gonna do a little trip down memory lane and talk about the first day of school. I found this video by Flyboy that we're gonna react to. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Bro, the first day of school is actually one of the most stressful days for absolutely no reason.
Facts.
Every year on the first day of school, when I wake up in the morning, it feels like you got 47 different things to worry about when I haven't even walked out the door yet. You somehow gotta fix a sleep schedule that you
Exactly. Now, if y'all know, you know. Your parents be like, okay, you gotta go to sleep at like 10-something o'clock a week before to reset that summer sleep schedule.
3 months ago, just to figure out an outfit you gotta put together like a fashion critic. Make sure your hair actually cooperates for once. Figure out where all your classes are and start wondering who you're about to be stuck in the room with for the next 9 months.
Yup.
Sound good to you?
Nope.
Well, if it is, it's not good for you. It's not. And that's before you even make it to school. Because let's be honest, the first day of school stress doesn't even start in the morning. It starts the night before. All summer you've been...
Yup. You gotta put your uniform together. You gotta actually wake up on time. Like, I'm not a morning person, bro, so I'm not gonna lie. Back at high school, like in 12th grade specifically, I used to skip like every other week, bro. I just couldn't get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Like, everything I do is at night, and it's just no.
Going to sleep at 3, 4, sometimes 5 in the morning, and
I
now
remember
suddenly
those
your parents
days,
expect
bro.
you to be unconscious by 10:30 like your body got a factory reset. Dog, my body doesn't even know what 10 p.m. means anymore. I'm laying there with my eyes closed pretending to be asleep while my brain is wide awake doing a full recap of my entire life. The night before school is the only night where trying harder to fall asleep somehow makes you more awake. And right when it feels like you finally fell asleep, that alarm starts going off like you owe it some money. And now you gotta get dressed. Something you've done your whole life without thinking twice, but on the first day of school, somehow it turns into a full-blown identity crisis. For some reason, the first day outfit feels like it's gonna determine your entire reputation for the next 9 months. You could have got this outfit weeks ago, but the second it actually becomes the first day outfit, suddenly nothing about it looks right anymore. Now you're changing shirts, changing shoes, changing pants, putting the first outfit back on, taking it back off. Now your whole room looked like the clothing store got robbed. And somehow, after absolutely destroying your entire room, you still gotta do one last mirror check like the outfit somehow patched itself in the last 12 seconds. But wait, you gotta get to your hair, because apparently the first day of school is the exact day your hair decides it doesn't work for you anymore. You could do the exact same routine that had you looking clean 2 days ago, but this...
Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like, okay, so whenever I go out, right, and I want to do my hair, because I do have like curly, it's not like curls, but I have like curly hair, I'm gonna take a shower like 2 hours before and do all that so that by the time it's time for me to leave, like, it's all set and done. But if you're trying to, you gotta wake up mad early if you want to do that for school. You gotta wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. I can't do that. So, you know, if you try to do that, all that within like an hour time period, you're cooked.
This morning, one side is doing its own thing, the other side looks like it gave up completely. And then the more you try to fix, somehow the worse it gets. That was a bar. Now you're standing in the mirror negotiating with your own hair like, bro, just give me one day. And then once you're finally ready, that's when the nerves really start kicking in. You're just sitting there fully dressed, backpack on, not even ready to leave yet. Just thinking about everything that could actually happen. Who's gonna be in my class? Who am I sitting next to? But most importantly, you're like, damn, I really gotta go back in there? And then you finally get to school. And the second you see that building, that's when it actually hits you. Bro, every year on the first day, soon as that bus made that last turn toward the school, my whole mood will completely change. Having to go back to a building and being around people you haven't seen in 3 months is one of the most weirdest feelings. It's weird, you know the building, you just don't know what's waiting for you inside it yet. The first problem starts before you even make it to class. Because the second you walk through those doors, now you gotta figure out where you're even supposed to go. Before you even worry about finding your class, first you gotta figure out where they're handing out the schedules.
That's
I just see a random line wrapped halfway down the hallway, and
I think I used to get my schedule like through email. I'm not too sure. It's been a hot minute.
I just assumed that's where I was supposed to be. Then when I'd finally get in the line, I would realize there's like over 200 people in front of me. And the whole time I'm watching the clock like, bro, by the time y'all give me my schedule, I'm already gonna be late for a class that I haven't even found yet. What made it worse, the line wasn't even moving for real. The line was moving so slow, I'm starting to wonder, what are they even doing up there? Just
you know what it is? Back in my high school, we had these things called like Prep Academy, where you would have to go like 3 days the week before, I think. And you would get your adjustment, like your schedule and everything there. I always skipped. I ain't give a fuck about Prep Academy. Fuck that. Yeah, no, so I would always just raw dog day one.
a damn paper. And I know for a fact everybody's gotten that one schedule where they looked at it for 2 seconds and immediately was disappointed. You don't even have to walk into the class yet. The paper is already telling you everything you need to know. My junior year, they gave me the worst schedule I've ever seen in my life. I'm looking down at the paper and every class I didn't want was just sitting there waiting on me. No classes with my friends, lunch looking terrible, and somehow every teacher I was hoping I didn't get, I got. By the time I got to the bottom of the paper, I wasn't even reading it no more. I was just like, oh my God, bro, hell. Once they finally hand you your schedule, you just staring at the paper like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this information? Room 214, 327, B16, because knowing the room number doesn't help when you don't know where the room is. And that's where the next problem comes in, trying to navigate the school while everybody else is just as lost as you. Now the hallway just looked like a bunch of people walking in random directions, pretending like they know where they're going.
I ain't gonna lie, I think this was after COVID, because at least for me, in my experience, like, going back to school was never that like hard to adjust to the rooms and stuff like that. Probably after COVID. Probably.
You got people stopping in the middle of the hall, turning around, checking their schedule every 5 seconds. Bro, we all confused. The sad part about it is eventually you get so lost you just give up and ask a teacher where the room is, and somehow their directions make it even worse. They'll be like,
go down this hall, take a left by the gym, go up the stairs, then it's the third door to your right.
Like, bro, you lost me at go down this hall. Now they got you on a full-blown new objective just trying to get to first period. I'm going upstairs, downstairs, through some random hallway I've never seen before.
Whoa. Have you subscribed yet? If you want to join the crew, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Remember to leave a like and a comment. Let's get back to the video, pussy ass boy.
At this point, I done passed the cafeteria twice, seen the gym 3 times, and somehow I'm outside. Bro, how did finding room 214 turn into an amazing race? I remember vividly my freshman year when I first went to high school, I felt like I was just thrown out to the wolves. I was no cap like 25 minutes late to my first period because I was just completely confused. Mind you, this is my freshman year, so I have never stepped foot inside of this building before. But the amount of confusion I got for how the room numbers were labeled was a crime. I was literally running a track meet around the school trying to find where my room number was. I would literally see room 347, seeing my schedule say room 348. So I'm passing 347 thinking, oh, 348 must be across right there. I pass up 347, somehow the next room number is 814. Like, how do we go from 347 to 814? Whoever labeled these room numbers needs to be in prison for life. And the utterly embarrassment and the nerves built up once you finally find the class that you're walking into, the amount of preparation you have to have, God can't even save you. You know, as soon as you open that door and step your first foot inside that room, everybody's gonna be turning heads, staring at you like you some goofy. Like, how did y'all find the class before me? And then it's like you just standing in the doorway trying to figure out where to sit while 30 people just watching you make the most important decision of your life. And that's because picking where to sit on the first day feel way too important, because whatever seat you choose, that's basically your address for the next 9 months. And God forbid you got that strict teacher, because right when you finally pick a seat that you're comfortable with, the teacher want to hit you with the...
I remember that. So they would kind of let us sit where we wanted depending on the class. But if they was like, hey, after this week, this could be your seating arrangements, but if any of y'all stop fucking around, I'm switching everybody's seats.
Actually, we have assigned seats.
I'm just like, I just spent 5 minutes trying to calculate where the hell I'ma sit. Now the teacher's moving you in front of the class, sitting next to somebody you ain't never seen a day in your life. And that's where the next problem comes in, because I know majority of you guys have classes full of people you don't even mess with. When you finally sit down, you just start looking around the room just to realize you don't know a single damn person in this class. It's like whoever built your school schedule got you playing this school year in expert mode. You're scanning every face in there like, please just give me one person I know or spoken to. And nothing. Everybody in this room is brand new. You're surrounded by level 1, prestige 1 Call of Duty players. The amount of frustration and disappointment I had every time on the first day of school just because I was in a class full of people I did not know, the ratio was insane. And what really ticked me off was my senior year. I remember vividly, 5th period, one of my classes was in the portables. Mind you, there's 2 portables across from each other. One I go to, and then one all my friends literally had the same class together. together. I'm like, how the hell all y'all got the same class? I walk inside my class, scan the room, and it's not one single soul I mess with. The devil himself created my school schedule, because for the next 9 months, every single time when that bell ring and we would leave class and I would just see my friends coming out the class laughing, having a good time, I truly, utterly felt left out. The amount of times they had bragged about how cool their teacher was really built some frustration in me.
Yo, real quick, shout out to all the cool teachers in school, man. Like the teachers that you could actually like have a bond with and stuff like that. Those are definitely the best teachers, because don't get me wrong, I think being a teacher is one of the most important jobs in the world. You're literally teaching the next generation. But, you know, not every teacher is like, you know, some teachers just want to get just get paid, and some teachers like they actually are there for you. Like, so, you know, shouts out to those teachers, man.
I had the strict teacher. And that's where the next problem comes in, is the teachers themselves. One thing about the first day, you can usually tell within the first 5 minutes if your teacher is going to be cool or this class is about to be pure hell. If you realize the teacher might be the biggest problem in the room, that is one of the most daunting feelings in all of existence. If they already got assigned seats the first day, start explaining their phone policy before they even introduce themselves, start talking about tardies like you're already late, and they got a whole PowerPoint called Classroom Expectations, and the most important part to know if this teacher is going to be hell or not is if they already got your first assignment sitting on a desk.
Yeah.
If they do one of these on the first day of school, brother, I am going to tell you right now, you are already cooked. The amount of times I just felt and sensed the whole classroom energy when everybody's just sitting there quiet, looking around like, yeah, this is gonna be a long 9 months. Just feeling the energy, you can just tell the whole class knows we're cooked. But don't make it the teacher that makes you stand up one by one to introduce yourself in front of the entire class. Talking about some,
Go ahead and introduce your name, your grade, something you did over the summer, and a fun fact about yourself.
bro, the amount of times I damn near died from a panic attack just from the anticipation that is being built up as it's slowly closer getting to my turn. It's like, why are we doing a full press conference just to be in class? It's like you're just sitting there not even listening to nobody else introduce themselves. You're just rehearsing what you're gonna say when it's your turn. And after all that surviving, eventually lunch comes around, which sounds like a break until you realize you gotta figure out where the hell you're supposed to sit. And if you have a lunch where none of your friends are, I feel completely bad for you, because I know the longer you walk around, the more it starts feeling like everybody's watching you have nowhere to sit. You done got lost, walked half to school, sat in classes with people you don't know, introduced yourself like you're at a job interview, and spent lunch looking for somewhere to sit. And by the time that final bell ring, I'm not even excited anymore. I'm just happy I survived the day. It's to the point by the time you get home, you're just truly exhausted. All you want to do is just eat and go straight to sleep.
Nah, facts.
But
That was
one
meant
thing
back
that
in the day, I
annoyed
ain't
me the
gonna lie.
most was whenever my parents would always ask me,
So, how was your first day?
Yeah, lucky for me, I'm long past going to school, man. You know, that's for lame-os nowadays. Yo, I seen that they were getting more strict with like kids, especially in New York, like with the phones and everything. Like, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to like school news anymore, but like I've heard they started cracking down on certain things. But let me know your worst school story in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I appreciate your support, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.